And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Real American. Whew.
Off, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast, the dark side of little hitch there in my stream deck bell. Sorry about that. Yeah, intro. You know what? Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, man. Look, that guy did more for modern professional wrestling, and I'm a huge fan. I've always been a huge fan of professional wrestling, and Hulk Hogan did more for this industry than effectively anybody. He literally created the modern the modern face, the modern heel, the superstar. The way you do it is exactly the way Hulk Hogan did it. And you know what? He's going to be missed. It's not like he was in the...
Even when he started the NWO, you still had to root for him.
You always rooted for the Hulkster, man. Look, just listen to your mom and dad, say your prayers, take your vitamins. You too can be a little Hulkamaniac. Anyway, the podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. Joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the red-headed Belle. How are you doing tonight, Belle?
You know what? I'm glad to be inside. That's for sure.
You should be in this studio right now. It is scalding. I mean, scalding. I'm gonna have. I had to wear like 2 T-shirts underneath this. Well, one because nothing fits anymore, but the other one is I know I was just gonna get icky today. Just gonna get all kinds of sweaty and icky out here doing this because I'm fired up because it's an exciting time for us. It's a very exciting time for myself, for Belle, for the team, moving forward as far as Sigea goes. Now, clearly, I got to put a couple little caveats in here real quick so you guys can forgive me. We didn't make our push. It was supposed to be today. It will, in all likelihood, be tomorrow, and that's for the Android users. That's for the additional features on iOS, and that is for the web app to actually migrate over to SigeaCloud.io. We didn't make it. All right. Everything was lining up. It looked like we had it. Everything was going to be cool. We found a bit of a kind of a catastrophic bug that had to be quashed, and it was. But we still got to test. We got to test that out. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow, and you'll most likely see that stuff all coming out there tomorrow. We do apologize for that, but we have a solution. We don't want to leave the Android people out. So if you happen to be an Android, one of our Android testers, we have a pretty thorough list. We know who's who. And you happen to win, then as soon as the new APK rolls out, because these things are all cross-compatible, iOS will talk to Android, Android will talk to web app, and web app will talk to everybody. When it goes, that one rolls out. If you're one of the winners, I'm still going to forward you a file. It's a seed phrase. And there you go. So we're not excluding you guys. It wasn't your fault. This is our fault. Development, man, what are you going to do? So everybody is still included in this, and we're going to make sure that whoever wins does, in fact, get paid. Now, I do have to put go ahead, Belle, before I put my second caveat.
And, okay, as per the post on X, winners have to put their Sigea username in chat. I am keeping a list of the winners. That way, if you are Android, no worries.
Yes, but if you're one of the iOS folks, then I'm sending you the seed phrase right now. We're going to do it live. I would love it if you would pipe up in chat saying that you did receive it. I would love it if you created a new Kepler wallet real quick and moved the money out of it. Now, the second caveat, we were going to give away Jackal tokens, AXV tokens, and Flix tokens, but I'm not going to sell them. I'm not going to sell at this price. Not any of those products. I'm not going to sell any of them. So I just load them up with USDC Noble. Now you're going to have a choice there. You could simply take the Noble and go and purchase the same amount of tokens that we were going to give you, or you can take it and take the family out to dinner or whatever you would like to do. It's your money. But there is no way, there is no chance in the world that I would be selling off Jackal at this price. There's no way I'd be selling off Flix at this price, and there's absolutely no way I would be selling AXV at this price. Now, I understand everybody knows better than me. I get it, man. Look, I'm a regular on Twitter, and I understand everybody's a superstar, and everybody knows better than me. But in this case, you really don't, because you don't know what I know. And that's kind of why we're here tonight. So anyway, why don't we get it started right this very second? As it was put out in the Twitter post, you need to pay attention to the bell tonight, because Bell's got a question for you. And go ahead and take it away, Bell.
All right, first Sigea user that can answer this question and types their Sigea username in chat. So two-step process here, guys. When you make a trade on Astrovault, what do you earn that you can then turn into AXV tokens?
What? And I know the answer to this. I know the answer, but I'm not. It's my money, so I'm not going to keep it. Yes. What do you earn every single time you make a trade over on Astrovault? You earn something. What is it called? What do you earn when you make trades on Astrovault? And that can be redeemed for the AXV token. First person that puts it in is going to win. So let's we want to spend some time with the partners, because we cannot do what we're doing without our partners. And our partners in this case is of course Astrovault, Jackal, Flix, and Akash. Now, we cannot do what we're doing in the manner that we're doing it without all of our partners. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware that I'm aware of it. All right. We are simply an app. We're not a DApp. Even though we have a complete Web3 stack, we're not a DApp. We discuss this long and hard, and we're not here to carry the flag for crypto. Crypto has gone out of its way to shoot itself in the foot every single time that it gets an opportunity. It absolutely glorifies scammers. It glorifies the hucksters. It glorifies the people that do nothing but go from scam to scam to scam, puts them on this monstrous pedestal, gives them all kinds of power and authority over everything that happens in the space. And that's not a flag that we want to really carry forward, because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, crypto has a little bit of a stigma. And if you ever go and talk to your friends, family, your non-crypto people, I'm pretty sure you're going to agree that I'm probably right in this one. So we are not a DApp, a decentralized application, even though we have our entire stack is Web3. We're just an app. Now, we can't do what we're doing here without blockchain technology. That's kind of the kicker. And there's a reason why we are already, at this moment, still in our development cycle, wildly superior to anything that Dropbox can do. Now, if you've used Dropbox, and then if you use Sigea Cloud, and by the way, you if you'd like to sign up, we have people standing by right now to put you in. That's both the APK, that's both the Android and the iOS. I have Sofa Ninja is standing by right now to get you signed up, because that's the only way you're going to be able to. That's the only way you're going to be able to win, because that's how I'm sending you the money, is via the Sigea Cloud. So, the most important, probably there, everybody's got a big percentage. We can't do what we're doing with that, everybody. But I'm just going to go ahead here and start with the storage layer. Now, our storage layer is Jackal. In the same way that Dropbox uses Amazon Web Services as their storage layer, we use Jackal as our storage layer. Now, this affords us an awful lot of advantages. The first major advantage that we get out of all of this is every single bit of development that went into Jackal, we get to utilize it, and we didn't have to pay for it. Patrick and Marston And the Jackal team actually funded all of this development. We just get to utilize it. So that works out really, really well for us, considering that it is such a good network. And the things that we can do over there, we cannot do in traditional means. We just can't. Your privacy is our utmost priority, but we cannot sell that because privacy by itself is not a feature. It's neat, but it is not it is not a product unto itself. It needs to be a feature of products, but privacy itself is not the product. Everybody that we're going to try to appeal to on this, meaning that people that are over in the privacy camp, are immediately going to have their shields up as soon as we start talking about a privacy app. It's just the nature of the business. People are naturally paranoid with good reason. They're naturally paranoid because, for the most part, they have just been ripped apart and all of their data has been exposed. So they're not going to trust anybody that comes along and says, no, we fixed the problem. Now, we really did, all the way up and down. But you got to know us to believe us. And we are a closed source system. Now, the reason that we're closed source as opposed to open source is because we are paying our money, my money, Bell's money, for all of this development. And we're not going to open source the code and just let anybody come in, copy us, mirror us, and do what we're doing. If you would like to compete with us, and I sure hope you do, you're going to have to pay for your own development. We're not going to open source the code. We're not dealing with money here. We're not dealing with financial transactions. But I consider what we're dealing with a lot more important than that, in the fact that we're dealing with your personal data. Now, Jackal allows us to do something that is simply unheard of in this industry, and that is limitless file sharing, meaning no file size limits. I earlier this week, I told an anecdotal story. I'm not going to tell it again. If you guys were on the stream, you heard it. If you want to hear it, go back to the stream on Tuesday, and you're going to hear all about it. And these are problems that we solve. I'm just going to kind of leave it there. Belle, do we have a winner?
We do have a winner. Political was actually the first one to chime in with both his username on Sigea as well as the correct answer of gravitate.
Okay, then round of applause for Political. When it goes live, when we do the Android APK, when it goes live, which we're expecting it to go live tomorrow, then I will email you a seed phrase. And I know immediately after I do that, you're going to call me and say, I don't know how to use this, which is funny because you're a Web3 guy, but you're just barely a Web3 guy. So I will take care of you after and show you what to do with it. Political, thank you so much for supporting us. So anyway, let me get back to Jackal here for just a little bit. The other thing that we can do with Jackal that simply, well, everybody on the planet can do, but nobody's really has the foresight to do it, is the fact that they only charge us a very, very meaningful rate of $15 per terabyte for hot storage. Now, nobody in the industry can do that. Nobody even can get even close to that for a comparable product on Amazon Web Services or iCloud or Facebook or Google or any of these other Apple. I'm sorry, I forgot about Apple. Any of these other data centers. They're going to charge you anywhere from $120 to $160 per terabyte based on ingress and egress. That's how much data is going in and how much data is coming out. You pay the bandwidth. They never pay the bandwidth. It is simply rolled over to you. Jackal doesn't do that. Jackal does not charge us for ingress or egress fees. That's why we can stay price competitive with our traditional competitors, such as Dropbox and such as iCloud. Now, we can't be as invasive as they are. That's kind of the kicker. You know, anything having to do with Apple, they can be incredibly invasive on your device because it's their platform. You agreed to all of this when you signed the terms of service and when you set up your account. You agreed to turn your data over to them. It is in the terms of service. We've done endless videos on this. Nobody looked, nobody knew, nobody cared. And that's why I pivoted so hard to say that privacy by itself is not a product. It's got to change, guys. Now, for us, for myself, for Bell, it really comes down to ethos. That's it. our money shot on this is really, it's going to be very, very difficult because consumer market penetration is incredibly difficult. If you don't have a celebrity endorsing it, if you don't have $5 million to drop onto a marketing firm to make sure that that name is everywhere, then you're kind of on your own, and consumers are very, very fickle. It, whatever is brightest, shiniest, so forth, that's where all the moths are going to go. And I don't think we'll ever be those people. We just do not have the money or the muscle to put the name out there. So consumer is always going to be very, very tough. But for me, that's my dream. I want to bring privacy to everybody and do it in a manner that they don't even know that they have it. That's kind of our end goal, or my personal end goal. Now, our money shot is going to be B2B, business to business enterprise. We are a 100% enterprise solution for effectively everything that they're struggling with right now. And as more and more enterprise customers are either self-hosting or getting off from big cloud, and we're talking a really, really big number, the timeliness of us doing this and the people that we're talking to and the tables that we're sitting at right now, it just could not be better. So what is that going to do for you ultimately? Every terabyte of data that we have to purchase gets paid in Jackal. Every single bit of it gets paid in Jackal. Every single gas transaction gets paid in Jackal. Every single bit of the Jackal network that we utilize, and there's a lot, that's both up and down, that's uploading files and getting them back, we pay Jackal. As long as we get to a point where we are exceeding the spends of Jackal, then Jackal token go up. It goes up all by itself organically because they are earning more on income than they are spending. That is revenue versus expenditures, and we're going to get there. So anyway, Belle, do we have any questions, or can I move on to the next person or to our next sponsor?
We do actually have a question from an audience member.
I'll be damned.
Declan James, how will Jerome Powell save us?
How will Jerome Powell save us? It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure which position I'm supposed to take on this. Well, one, let me start. I hate the Fed. I hate every single thing about the Fed. The idea that you think that you can manage an entire country, that you can manage the money supply of an entire country is just ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous just on the face of it. So I'm never going to come out and say, yay, 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 Fed. I am a big fan of end the Fed. Let's go back to the gold standard and let us determine what a dollar bill is worth, as opposed to you shoving it down our throat and saying this is what a dollar is going to be worth based on borrowing. Oh yeah. So I'm never going to be a big fan of that. But for what it's worth, reported inflation, which I don't believe is even close, because I use a different scale than the federal government does, because what they're coming in is that inflation is under 4% now. They're approaching their target number, and they're going to start to cut interest rates. My chart is McDonald's. That's my chart. That's my chart to determine what a dollar bill is actually worth, because if you go over to the McDonald's dollar menu, it used to have double cheeseburgers on it. It used to have medium fries on it. It used to have medium drinks. You could get for $3.39 with tax, you could actually get a lunch at McDonald's. And now the dollar menu is like napkins and straws or extra ice. That's what you get for $1 there, because that double cheeseburger that used to be $1 is now $2.99 in Des Moines, Iowa. That tells me everything I need to know about this.
I think they're still charging extra for tomatoes.
And again, that wouldn't surprise me. I didn't know McDonald's had tomatoes on anything. It doesn't matter. But for what it's worth, he did get interest rates down. All right. Now, whether it's the Trump economy, the Powell economy, doesn't really matter. But interest rates are way, way down. And it's kind of funny that he did exactly what was necessary to do. And he's still going to lose his job. And he's still the most hated man on the planet. So anyway, I don't really want to get into politics tonight, Belle. I'd prefer just to talk about our app, our partner, and everything. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and give one away. Listen up to the bell. Go, Belle.
All right. So... what are 3 apps released by Jackal Protocol?
The 3 apps that are released by Jackal Protocol. Now, they have more than 3, but we're just asking you for 3. And if
Yeah.
you could name the 3 apps, at 3 of the 4 or 5 apps that have been released by Jackal Protocol, then you're going to win $100. And again, of course, you have to be a tester for Sigea Cloud. And if you're not a tester, we'll sign you up right this very second. So, name 3 apps that were that have been released, built on top of Jackal Protocol. Nice and easy one. Now, I've used them all. I've used them all except one.
And Sigea is not included in that. That is built by them.
Yes, that have been built by the Jackal Protocol. So if you've been following the project, following us, following anything about this, then you're well aware of this.
We already have answers. So Sigea fan, aka Nuclear Chicken, J Sweet, Jackal Names, and Jackal Pen, also Jackal Vault.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take all of those. Okay, so who won it? Nuclear Chicken?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Nuclear Chicken is testing on both Android and iOS.
Yeah, let me see, bro. Okay, so here's what we have here, guys. Let me show it to you. Let me get back to my files. 1 second. I'll zoom in so that you guys, or zoom in as much as I can so that you guys can see it. All right. So all of these little files that you can see right there, up and down. I know they're not clear. Give me a break. All of these are seed phrases. And we were asked many, many times, do you trust your system enough to upload your seed phrase? I absolutely trust my system enough to upload my seed phrase. In fact, I trust my system enough to send seed phrases from my device over to Nuclear Chicken's device, which we're going to do right now. The only thing I'd ask you, brother, because we are doing this live, put in chat that you did receive the file, and then when we play our next song here, which is probably going to be Chuck Mangione because Chuck passed too, create a new wallet, grab the money, and just tell everybody that you did receive it. I'd appreciate it. All right, so the very first wallet is going out right this very second. We click the 3 dots, we click share, we click the invite, I choose the person that's going to be going, and I see him right there, and file has been shared, so it's all yours, Nuclear Chicken. Congratulations, by the way. You only get to win once. You only get to win once tonight. But
yes,
we're going to get back to those
that's my
ones.
rule.
Yes. Well, we want to spread it around. You know, that's the whole idea, man. Look, we're a family show. We put a lot of money into this, and we boosted posts. We did everything. And what did I say before we went live, Belle? I said it won't matter. We have no kind of penetration, and people will simply don't want to hustle even the least little bit for money. They just don't. It's crypto, and they just want it spoon-fed to them. So if you have to take a step, meaning not just go and claim an airdrop, but if you actually have to perform an action to be able to receive money, people won't do it. And how many viewers do we have right now, Belle?
We have 22 on YouTube and another 30-ish on X.
Which is typically what we get for any show we do, regardless of the content. So that actually works out really, really well for you guys, because you got like a 50% chance to win some of my money if you're testing for us. So that works out. But I love that I'm right, but I also like to know that I'm right about the consumer-facing edge of this. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be an incredible uphill climb, but we're going to get it. So I don't have Chuck queued up, Belle. I thought I did. I
it's
don't.
Okay, because we've got a comment and a question. So,
okay, go.
All right, Deep House Nation, wedding and event photographers would be a good pipeline for Sigea. They use lots of backup storage.
Oh yeah. Well, any of the creatives would be a good one for us. I mean, I can't imagine an artist, a writer, somebody who spent 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, writing a novel, their life's work, the thing that they've completely applied themselves to. And if you've never done any writing, whether it be short stories, novellas, novels, or something like that, your entire life is consumed by that. As soon as it goes on iCloud, you just gave it to them. As soon as it goes on Dropbox, you just gave it to Dropbox. You just gave it to Amazon. All of this stuff is done plain text. So you just gave away your year's worth of work and there's really no backstop for you. There's nothing else you can do. Had you use Sigea Cloud, it's encrypted off your device. We can't see it. We don't know what it is. All we know is that you sent us a file and we're hosting it for you. That's all we know. So yeah, anybody who's using video, anybody who's using audio, anybody who's using just written word, we are an ideal solution for you. We will literally make sure that nobody will ever get your content unless you choose to allow them to do it. So anyway, like I said, we're kind of doing this stuff in segments, and I understand I'm a little choppy. I started fasting again. Belle, you didn't know. I don't tell her because she gets all uptight. And it's been about 28 hours since I've had any food. So just so you know, if I seem a little brain foggy right now, this is usually what happens to me a little bit after day one. But I got to drop a few more. You know, I've held up right there around 178, 180. I've just been ping ponging, and I need to kick it in the ass. So a good way to kick it in the ass is just not eat for 3 days, and that's what we're going to be doing again. So again, if I am chasing my tail out here a little bit, I assure you that that's the reason. Anyway, I don't have Chuck queued up. I'm going to hit play, whatever's next. And please get in your questions, get in your comments, get in your concerns, get in your observations. We're going to come back and we're going to be talking up some Astrovault. We're going to get into Flicks. And yeah, we're going to give away some more money. So please stick around, guys. We will be back right after this on the podcast on the KPOD network. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. All right, Belle, let's give away 3 wallets.
Oh, 3 in a row? Okay.
Just do 3. Everybody's heard what I have to say. We're not exactly blooming or blowing anyone away here. Let's just give away money. That's more fun. All right, go, Belle.
All right. Omniflix just did a big upgrade and released a new flagship product. What's it called?
Omniflix just completed their big upgrade and released a flagship product. Now, this happens to be a flagship product that Belle and I have been utilizing for, about 3 months? We know because we don't get any views there either. It just is what it is. I'm starting to believe it's just me. That's it. I'm starting to believe it's just me. But yeah, we've been using it for months and months and months, but it just went live. It's now open to anybody. Anybody's more than welcome to use it. Belle?
And we already have a winner. Articulate, chiming in with the correct answer of Media Node.
Articulate. All right.
He's on iOS.
All right. Spell out his name. Let me make sure I have him on here.
ARTIKYOUL, the number 8.
Okay, Articulate. I'm sending you a good file. I just viewed it. And we are sending it out to you right now, sir. Let me make sure I got you right there, brother. All right, file is on its way. File should be showing up in your Sigea Cloud app. You know the deal here, man. All right, that's a seed phrase. Take the seed phrase, create a new wallet in Kepler. If you don't know how to do that, we will literally walk you through it. But import an existing wallet via seed phrase. We only made them 12 words. Honestly, for this, I could have made them 1 word. It doesn't matter. Nobody can see inside of our system. So pop in there, make sure it works, create the wallet, verify that you received the file, and verify that you got the money. Belle, carry on. Let's do another one.
All right. So next one coming up, Jackal Protocol has one very important feature, and it's a major reason we built Sigea Cloud on top of them. It makes sure your data is always alive and well, regardless of the decentralized providers. What does Jackal refer to this as?
Now, this is an incredibly important feature. We could not build in blockchain unless this was one of the staples of the entire protocol. The thing that can never, ever happen, ever, is a person be locked out of their data. The worst two things that could happen to your data is 1, it's exposed, and 2, you can't get to it. So Jackal...
We already have an answer that I'm willing to accept.
How is that possible? We're on like a 30-second delay.
He got them both.
Okay, go ahead.
Brownsburg with both triple redundancy and self-healing.
Self-healing. That's kind of what we were looking for, but we'll take it. Now, Brownsburg, interestingly, we discovered something. We discovered something, and I learned a new word, and it's called pagination. Bell, I know Brownsburg is on. We already verified him back that he is using Sigea. He is testing it, but the update that was supposed to happen didn't happen today. So I literally cannot see you in there because I'm cut off at only 20 people. So you were after the 20 people that actually updated, so I can't see your name in there. But send a message to Bell. Just make sure we know that this is you and this is your user ID. I don't even know what we can do
I've
here,
got it.
Bell. Okay, so
Well, same thing we do in Android. That's supposed to be another issue fixed tomorrow.
Yeah, we're sorry guys, we bricked it. Yeah, I'll send you the seed phrase as soon as that thing goes. The next update goes live, so that I can send you the file via Sigea Cloud. It's a seed phrase. I would never send it plain text. I would never send it over email. I would never text it. So let us fix our little bug here. Congratulations, sir. You won 100 USDC. And Bell, let's do another one. Just give away money. Fuck it. That's what everybody's here for.
All right. If you just wanted to watch videos on OmniFlix and not mess around with a wallet, where would you go to do it?
Now, this is an important thing because I think we're the fourth or the fifth biggest channel that's over on OmniFlix as far as the amount of content that we have pushed up. I never used interactive. I never use interactive videos because interactive videos require somebody to be behind a wallet. So I never actually use that feature. But if you go to this place directly, you don't need a wallet. You can view all the videos. You can watch our live streams. You can do, because we still do our movie streams over there. You can watch all of this stuff, and you don't need a wallet to do it at all. It was one hell of a selling point for me was the fact that they brought that thing up. The thing that kills off crypto faster than anything else, and just shout out when we got a winner, Bell. And if we don't have a winner, then
we already do have a winner. The
Okay.
winner is a Cash Alpha.
A Cash Alpha. Okay, what is a Cash Alpha's username? Did he happen to put that in Sigea?
He has not put that in chat unless a Cash Alpha is also his username.
If it is, I don't believe that. I think he is also cut off from the pagination, and I don't think I'm going to see him in there, but I'll take a look. Hang on. Let's take a look. I'll see if he shows up. Or what his username would be. See, I kind of need your username, and that's
yeah, we do need your username, a Cash Alpha.
Because I would love.
All right, so at Kaylem, Kaylem.
Nope, pagination got me, man. I need the 3 dots to be able to carry on and find out the rest of our testers. We haven't put those in yet. So, Bell, go ahead and document him. He's the 4th winner. I got a wallet sitting right here for you, brother. Congratulations. You won $100 worth of mine money. And how many of that? How many have we given away now? 4?
We have given away 5. Wait,
5?
wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've given away 5 now.
All right, let's do another one.
All right, this one, if you guys don't know this, I'm going to start smacking people around. Astrovault has 2 founders, 2 major founders. What are their first names?
The first names of the 2 Astrovault founders. Now, both of them have been on this show. One of them has been on here pretty regularly. One of them has only been on here once. Their heads down right now because they are actually building out something a little bit new. Now, they're very, very excited. They have an announcement that they have to make. I hope that they'll come on this show and make that announcement, but I can't guarantee that.
All
what
right,
are their 2 names?
Abdul S. chiming in, Eric and Ethan.
Okay, did he already win one?
No, Abdul has not won anything. Abdul, get me your Sigea Cloud username, please.
Yes, I'm going to need your Sigea Cloud username so I can send this over to you and see if...
Abdul, are you on iOS or Android? That's another piece of info that we should, know.
Yeah. And again, after our next push, this won't be a thing. It feels like the stream might have been premature, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Look, man, we're very excited about what we built, where we built it, who all we incorporated with this, and how we pushed onto it. So while you were sorting that out, and don't go anywhere, guys. We still got $400 more to give away, and we're gonna give it away right here live on the stream. Omniflix is kind of going to be sitting in the same boat, believe it or not, that Sigea Cloud is sitting in. The difference is that we have a better B2B presence. We're a better B2B solution than we actually are a consumer solution, because consumers simply don't care. The fact that they click that little button saying I agree to the terms of service and never read them tells me everything I need to know. So for us to compete, for Sigea Cloud to compete, we're going to have to beat everybody up on features. Now, one of the ways that we beat up a lot of people on features, basically anybody that's out there right now, is that there's no limit to the size of the files that you can share. Show of hands. And please put this in chat, guys. Come on. We're giving away $1,000 here tonight. Chat it up a little bit. I know this is sounding desperate and needy. You know what? Honestly, I don't care. I'm so frustrated right now. You have no idea. But if you've ever tried to share a large file, something over 100 megabytes with effectively anybody, you're handcuffed, because effectively nobody can do it. I could take a 1.9 gigabyte file right this very second, and I can share it with every single person in my contact list, and I can do it at a single go. Nobody else can do that. If you know somebody else that can do that, a consumer application that can do that, put it in chat, because there's no reason for us to continue building. If somebody else is already doing what we're doing, please let me know. But not only do we do it, but we add the privacy element to it. Now, again, I am becoming very, very well aware that people really don't care about the privacy element. But you know what? I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I care. I care greatly. If we do not start throttling down, choking out big tech, eventually that's it, man. There's going to be no secrets in this world, because every single bit of data that you generate, and 90% of the world's data has been generated in the last 2 years. That's how quick this is growing. This is how much everybody is reliant on modern technology right now to do their life. So we're going to try to solve this. We actually did solve it. We just got to let people know. But it's going to be one hell of an uphill climb. Now, Omniflix is going to kind of be in the same thing, because people are going to look at Omniflix and say, yeah, but YouTube's already exists. And they're correct. YouTube does already exist. They're going to look at all these myriad of other streaming services and say, yeah, but these are already out there. And they're correct. They are already out there. The difference between what Omniflix is doing and what anybody else is doing is that you control the data. You control the program. You control your own content. And when you want it gone, it's gone. And not only is it gone, but there's no copy of it. Anything you send up to YouTube, anything. And I know, because Bella and I have been on YouTube for a long fucking time. Anything you send up with YouTube, whether you list it or unlisted, it doesn't matter. As soon as it's goes up, it belongs to YouTube. It's in your terms of service. Do yourself a favor and really read them. Omniflix doesn't even ask who you are. Now, we're going to try something. This is something special. I'm paying for it because I think it'll be fun. But we're actually generating something over on Omniflix. It's going to be called the Chaos Channel. That's it. I can't think of a better name. If you can think of a better name, let me know. I'll send you a seed phrase if you're using Sigea Cloud. But we're going to call it the Chaos Channel. If you're using Sigea Cloud and you notice that the 3 dots, right now the only thing it says on your files is delete or share. There's going to be a third option on there that says upload to Omniflix. Now, it's only going to be on the videos, because there's no point in you uploading pictures to Omniflix. But you can upload videos to Omniflix with the single click of a single button. You can upload videos over to Omniflix. It's all going to one single channel. That's our channel. This is the Sigea Cloud Chaos Channel. And anything you put up there will stay up there forever. We cannot take it down. Omniflix cannot take it down. The only person who can take that stuff down is the person who put it up there, and that's you. All we're doing is removing roadblocks, barriers to entry. That's all we're doing. Click the button, click it, and it's on its way. We're setting up a media node. We're already running one right now with all of our old content, but we're setting up a brand new media node. Anything that goes up there, it's going to end up on the media node, and it's going to be broadcasting 24/7, 365. We anticipate that we're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of videos that are going to go up there simply because it's easy. Anything that's on your mind, anything that you happen to record, anything that you did. And if you do it through the Sigea Cloud app, there is literally no copy of it anywhere else because you did it through Sigea Cloud. It goes to your own personal cloud. Apple can't see it. I'm sorry, Apple can't see it. I'm really getting this brain foggy right now, Bell. I think I should have maybe paused this fast until tomorrow. But none of the big tech giants can actually see the content. Only you can see it. And anybody else that happens to tune into that channel if you decide to post it. What we're saying is that decentralization is alive and well. And even though we don't use the word decentralization, we call it distributed. It's just semantics, guys. It's the same thing. Our argument is that this will be a fun channel. There'll be lots of people getting kicked in the balls or making bad decisions or whatever else happens up there, and that people will post because it's easy and because there's no name attached to it. There's no name attached to it. I think that's an important element. All right, Bell, questions, comments, concerns, observations.
D. Jenny from the blockchain. How is OmniFlix integrated into the app, and how is Astrovault Payments incorporated?
We just said both of those things. Now, Astrovault Payments is a critical element to what we're doing here. And I did check one of the comments to say, is bourbon include?
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, I haven't gotten to that question yet.
I'm going to answer that first, and then I'll get to Astrovault.
So, Mackenzie, here's the answer to your question.
Oh, okay. Was I supposed to go?
Yeah.
We've never been this out of sync before, man. I'm not prepared for this one. I just did it on a whim. Yes, bourbon has 0 sugar in it and 0 calories in it. It's practically rubbing alcohol to me in the way that my body will process it. There's no sugar in it. I was surprised at that. And there are no calories in it. I was doubly surprised at that. So all it is what did you always say, Belle? It's a clear liquid that's a little brownish. That's all it is. So yes, I can. I mean, it's kicking the shit out of me right now because I have no food in me. But yeah, bourbon is acceptable during a liquid fast because it is in fact a liquid, and 2, it has no sugar, no calories, no anything. So I'm good with it. I'm just fine with that. And I don't know if you've ever fasted before, but you need something to keep your mind occupied. And that's a pretty good thing to keep your mind occupied with, particularly this one, which was a gift to me from my billionaire buddy down in Texas. He just sends me big boxes of booze. This is actually TX Texas Straight Bourbon. It's one of my favorites. This particular, it's a little harsh. Just letting you guys know that right now. It's something that you would expect out of Texas. This is 125 proof. 62. This one is aged 4 years, and this stuff was bottled. This particular one was bottled back in 2016. So highly recommend it. If you ever get a chance to see some of that TX Texas Straight Bourbon, the bottle may not be impressive, but the alcohol is. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
All right. So next one coming in from Declan James, and this one's a comment. Sad we should have 200,000. You two are better than many shows online.
Yeah, you got to entertain, man. Look, Bella and I have been doing this a long time. All right, our biggest audiences are politics, but we stopped doing politics because I got bored with it. I don't care. Politics is fake outrage. It's pretending whatever matters today is really going to matter tomorrow. That's all it is, because people will not get down to the very basic fundamentals of what is wrong with the United States of America. Now, I'm a 26-year Navy vet, all right? I did my blood, my sweat, my tears. I did my time. I have more. I believe I have more more authorization to say what's in my mind, point out that they fucked up than virtually anybody else out there. I've been through 2 wars. I've been through 5 deployments. I've been there. So that's what gets people hot, because people exist in a very, very tiny little vacuum, in a very, very tiny little bubble. It's very allegory of the cave. And for anybody who's read their Plato, who's read the Republic, Plato's Republic, anybody who's read it is familiar with the allegory of the cave. If you're not familiar with the allegory of the cave, I have no problem going live tonight to explain to you the allegory of the cave, and it doesn't take that long. If you put it in chat, I will literally lay it out for you. But I'm not a big fan of that, because it's very, very least common denominator kind of stuff. And I'm more of a philosophical kind of person as I get older. I'm a big fan of the philosophy of governance. Bastiat is just he's my spirit animal. And this guy kicked it back in like 1860, but he absolutely nailed it. Alexander Tytler nailed it. Milton Friedman nailed it. I mean, Solwell nailed it. All of these guys are my spirit animals, but nobody cares about it anymore, because what you're talking about requires people to think, and people don't want to think. They just want to be entertained or told very, very bottom line. But you cannot preach opinion as fact. All you can do is dance around it and say, this is the way that I see it. And that doesn't play in today's modern world. People want black and white. I'm right because he's wrong. Not beating his argument. Just, that guy's a dick, therefore I'm right. That's modern politics, and that I have no interest in getting back into that stuff, even though we probably should, because we do want to, we are selling an app. So we probably should. Anyway, doesn't matter. Go ahead, Bill.
All right. So next one coming from D. Jenny from the blockchain. What enterprise corporations are you targeting specifically for the app?
Primarily right now it's law firms. We're actually at the table with 3 different ones. We recently are starting to court an architectural firm. I'm very excited about that one, by the way. That's such a money shot for us. Would be any kind of architect, any kind of business subcontractors would be ideal for us, because if they come on board, every one of their sub clients are going to, by necessity, are going to have to come on board. We're not going to let you share files with people outside of our network. We cannot guarantee we can't guarantee the security of your files as soon as they leave our network. But what we did with Sigea Cloud, and if you're testing it, I'm sure you understand, is that we made it very, very easy. We want to keep you on the compound. We want to keep you here. So the only people that you can share files with are other Sigea Cloud members. The same way that Dropbox will only allow you to share files with other Dropbox customers. There's a reason for that. We're doing the same damn thing. The model works. It's already been proven out. So when we get these big clients, every one of their sub-clients, every one of their consumers, their personal consumers, are going to become our consumers, because that's the only way it works. That's the only way it works. So we had to build it simple. We had to make it easy to understand, and we had to remove roadblocks, barriers to entry. Web3 is nothing but barriers to entry. I can prove this in one word: Coinbase. Which one of these are more successful? All of DeFi, or Coinbase? Now, the answer here is simple: Coinbase. You know why? Because there are no barriers to entry. Every single part of the DeFi stack, anything you want to do out here, you have to learn something before you can do something. They're wrong. They're 1,000,000,000% wrong. The market is playing it out, and it's proving that I'm correct. We said this years ago. So for us to push a Web 2 app using a Web 3 stack, we have to remove all of the barriers. But it doesn't mean that we have to blow up the entire functional model. And we're not going to. Now, carry on.
Okay, so Political, you have 12.5K subscribers. Where are they all at?
They're not interested in this. They're interested in our political ramblings. We keep our politics separated from this particular channel, and we distribute our content in kind of a very odd way, just so you know. We don't come out with this. If you guys really saw me on a political tirade when I'm really losing my shit, I don't think you would like me as much. I am very, very fixed in what I believe because I am right. So I'm very, very fixed in it. I'm very, very passionate in it. And I will absolutely destroy anybody who disagrees with me, because that's what politics is, just combat sports now. That is my job. My job is to win the argument. It doesn't matter what I'm arguing, which side of the argument I'm on. It doesn't matter. My job is to win it, and I'm very, very good at it. So we separate what you're seeing right now and what you've always seen on this channel is me and Bell being incredibly muted. If you ever saw us lose our shit, odds are good you wouldn't talk to us anymore. So anyway, hope that answered the question. Belle, let's give away some money.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So, okay, guys. 4 celebrities have passed away over the past week. Name 3 of them. You don't have to name all 4. 3 of them. And drop your Sigea username when you do.
So that we can give you money. All right, we're giving you money. You know, the funny thing, Belle, is that I could have taken this $1,000 promoted videos and got hundreds of thousands of views on them. We could have did that, but we're not launching a token for Sigea Cloud, so this is our version of an airdrop, and there will be more of them, by the way, all the way up to launch. We want to make sure that the people who are testing for us, they're being taken care of. So in this case, 4 people, 4 very noteworthy people have passed away just this week. Name 3 of them. And by the way, one of them I talked about at the opening of the show. So we're practically giving you one. Wow.
Spelling, folks. Spelling. Pay attention to spelling. All right. Declan James actually got the correct answer because the other 2 answers had mistyped spelling.
Ha, ha, ha. Okay. What is Declan James's? Is he iOS or is he Android?
I don't know yet, but he is the one that got the correct answer with Ozzy, Hulk, and Theo.
Perfect. All right, Belle, carry on while we sort it out. Declan James, please let us know if you iOS or Android. And if you are, give me your username. It's okay, bro. Look, all of this stuff is going to be purged. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Robbie, I'm sorry you didn't win that one because you spelled Ozzy as Izzy.
Oh, dude, that's like Izzy Pop or something, man. No, boo, boo, boo. All right, Belle, give away more money. Go. Why Declan is sorting that out.
All right, so next one coming in. Next question. Eric from Astrovault has acquired a nickname. What is it?
I know that one because it's been on so many of my thumbnails. No, I'm not going to say it. Come on. It's what am I going to win my own fucking money? Yay, Belle, look what I did. All right.
You've done that more than once, jumped in with the answer.
All right. Ask the next question why this one is being sorted out between you and Sofa Ninja. I'm pretty sure we can get through this. Ask the next question.
All right, Not Mirek has chimed in with the correct answer of the neck. What is your Sigea Cloud username? Not Mirek.
We're being very specific here, bro. All right, I can't transfer you the file if I don't know who the fuck you are. And I have no way of knowing who the fuck you are. This is literally why we did this, so I could illustrate the point. I can't see you. Based on your first name, last name, I don't know who the hell you are because we can't see you. By the way, he's going to be wrestling Cody Rhodes. He's going to be wrestling Cody Rhodes here at SummerSlam.
I know, and this is confirmed as his last year.
I know. I'm so excited about that. All right. While he's sorting, everybody's sorting out here. Belle, ask the next question. Let's give away money.
All right. So I participated in a sport for charity for quite some time. What was that sport? And you've got to be specific.
Belle has participated in a sport That's not actually a sport. We turned it into a sport, but it's not a sport. By the way, we got the new Sigea sign. Do you guys like the sign? Nobody says shit anymore. You guys don't even mention it. You know I pay money for that, right? But I don't feel bad about this one because it's my company. So I don't feel bad about that one at that spend at all. What did Belle do? She's done this for years and years and years. It's been for charity. You've seen her on here. You've seen her in Guard. You've seen her all this stuff. What did Belle do? And while you're sorting that out, Belle, did anybody get back to us with any actual information? Somebody I can send a seed phrase to? Or are they still on a time delay here?
Brownsburg answering with ferret racing? No.
Ferret
have
racing.
Have you ever tried to herd a ferret?
And Brownsburg already won tonight, bro. You can't win twice.
Yeah, you can't win twice.
Do we got anything? Are we having this much trouble fucking giving away money? My God, the state of crypto right now.
Be patient. D. Jenny from the blockchain. Polo. No.
Polo, no.
No.
I would have probably been closest to that because I jousted for about 20 years. But we don't hit a little ball. We hit the big armored guy that's coming at us at a closing speed of about 25 miles an hour. We do that one. So no, not polo. All right. While they're sorting it out, let's just cause pure chaos, Bell. How many more wallets do we have to give away?
We've got one more question to ask.
Okay,
just one.
All right, go ahead and just do it. Let's just get it done, and that way people who want to move along can move along.
Scott identifies as what political class?
What political class? Even though I consider myself basically a free thinker. But if I had to be classified as something, what am I classified as? And I have been very open about this. I've never hidden my political leanings to anybody. One of of all the founders and all of our early parts of American history, I most closely identify with a guy named Thomas Jefferson. He said some things, and in the Jefferson Papers, if you ever take a look, it was beautiful, that I could not agree with anymore. That a little bit of revolution from time to time is good for a country. It's healing. It lets your political leaders know that the population is watching, and they're watching very, very closely. So.
And D. Jenny from the blockchain actually chiming in. The only one I have seen with that correct answer is saying libertarian.
Libertarian. 100% libertarian. Not independent. Independent is just somebody who can't make up their own fucking mind. That's it. These are people who have nothing. You have no lighthouse up there whatsoever. Pick a side. Douchebag. All right. It doesn't make you above the crowd. It makes you indecisive. So fucking pick a side and deal with it. Yes, there is 100% right and 100% wrong. There are not shades of gray here. Period.
All right. And D. Jenny from the blockchain is on iOS. So
okay, what's his Sigea name so I can send him money?
He sent us a file earlier today. So hang on and let me take a peek at that. I think he was also on there as D. Jenny from the blockchain.
Well, let me pull it down, see if I have notifications. I'm all caught up. Nobody sent me shit. You understand that I'm ThePodocasts, all right? You can't miss me.
I assure you, because he did share a file with us today that he is an iOS tester.
Great. What's his name? What is his Sigea username? And sure, well, I'll send you a wallet. I'll send you $100 right now, brother. Thank you for supporting us, and hope I'm paying for your time for us for you to test the app.
And Declan James also chiming in. I'm on iOS. He just has not been added yet.
He hasn't been added to iOS?
Yeah, no.
So you haven't actually used the app?
That's what I'm getting.
All right. What I'll tell you what. There's no way to do this without doxing you. All right, Declan, I'm gonna make a call here. This one is tough, dude. All right, it's tough. I'll tell you what. In the future, I'm gonna give you $100. But our criteria for this was very, 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 very simple. you had to be testing the app. So if you've been added but haven't downloaded the app, or you actually haven't
And
tried it.
D Jenny from the blockchain is on Sigea Cloud as D Jenny from the blockchain.
All right. I don't believe he's added. You're
Yeah,
one of
he
the
is.
you're one of the pagination guys, bro. I can't send you the file until we get the update. But Bell, please document it. Make sure it's
I
written
am.
down so that he knows. But yeah, Declan James. I'm not. I'll tell you what. We're gonna give away $1,100 tonight. But I need you to download the app, bro. All right, I need you to test it. I'm basically paying you $100. You didn't meet the criteria of the giveaway, but I'm gonna go ahead and honor it anyway. What I'm gonna do, I don't even know if I have anybody looking right now, but I'm gonna take. I'll tell you what I'm gonna take, man. I'm gonna take wallet 10. Number 10, that would have been going to Declan James. I will pay you personally out of my own pocket, no problem. Please download the app. It was kind of clear on this. Even though me bitching right now, we probably lost Declan forever. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take wallet number 10 right now, and I'm going to randomly share this with one of the people that I can see, and I'm going to see if they will actually do anything with it. How about this? We'll find out. I'm going to share it with one individual right now, and this will be fun because I'm going to see if this individual will act, who's not on the stream, by the way. I'm going to actually see if this individual will pick it up and recognize what I sent him. And if he does, he'll post about it. If he doesn't, he will simply delete it. That wallet will be sitting there with $100 in it in limbo forever. That's fun. Well, we haven't gotten to do this yet. I thought this would go better. It did not go well tonight. But you know what? We'll clean it up. We'll do it better next time. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's all the money.
You know what? No one has gotten the correct answer for the sport I participated in yet.
So does that mean there's a free wallet for me to give away? Is that what we're saying?
Come up with a Bell-related question, and sure.
I'm a little bit hurt by this, actually, because we've been very, very outward, and we've talked about this for an awful lot. So yes, for what it's worth, I'm a little bit hurt that nobody picked up on that. Let me see if I can prod everybody a little bit. So Bell does
and Sofa Ninja, no, it's not beer pong.
So Bell does something, and she's been doing it for charity for an awful long time. Now it's not really with something like this, because Bell is a little bitty thing, and this is not. This is more of a Conan-esque type weapon. So it wasn't really with something like this. But she you know what, physics are what they are, guys. All right. 130-pound girl is not going to swing an 8-pound sword. All right. It's just not going to happen. And I don't think I could give a better clue than that. So the first person to type it in that's testing Sigea Cloud is going to win $100, and
all right,
we basically gave it to
not
you.
Eric. You've already won once, but okay, it's sword fighting, but there's a name for it. Yeah, I mean, sword fighting encompasses it. Robbie and Abdul, no, not fencing. Oh my God, not fencing. I cannot hold that stance.
That's what Wednesday Adam does, bro. No, she's an armored fighter, bro. She gets right up there and gives a bell. So let's see who types it in first. I thought that this was a neat idea. All this did was cost me $1,000. Cost me $1,000, but that's okay. Maybe
Robbie S. axe throwing. No, I used to run an axe throw, not do that for charity.
No, and for what it's worth, Bell would be more along the lines of this. If I can get the damn thing out. Hang on.
If we actually had my sword there in your shop on the rack, it would make it a lot easier.
Yeah. Bell would probably be a little bit more along the lines of something like this. As opposed to the falchion that I just showed you, because she can't swing it. Well, she can, but it ain't gonna work, man, because 130 pounds swinging something that is approximately 10% of your body weight is simply not gonna work. But a little baby one like this, you know, a little type of scimitar like this, piece of cake, man. This thing, you can go all day with this one. So anyway, I gave you the answer. Is somebody gonna fucking say it or what?
All right, so the closest one is a Cash Alpha saying medical night fighting. I think he meant medieval there.
Medical. Okay, look, did a Cash Alpha win money already? I think he did.
Yes, he did. He
Okay.
did.
All right, so
The
we
next
can't.
one, and he was laughing about this, was called was new type actually saying medical night fighting.
Medical nightmare. You guys are killing me, man. All right, you know
All
what?
right, I'm gonna give the answer away. We'll come up with another Bella related question to give away this wallet.
You know what? I'm gonna randomly come up with a new one, dream it up. I'm gonna randomly send it to somebody in my contact list, and we'll see what they do with
All right.
it. But go for
But
it.
anyway, yeah, no, I was actually a longsword fighter because I favored the German and Italian longswords.
Yes, and I do none of those things. I'm called a half sword fighter because I fight
And
armored.
of course, Abdul, right after I say that goes modern sword fighting.
Uh, eh. You know, if you were a fan of the Fiore method, or then yeah, sure, maybe, but because that would have been the most modern school for the time period. So sure, maybe, but yeah, it's a little bit. You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay.
But again, we'll come up with another Bella related question.
Okay, but I still got. Well, I mean, Belle, we're over time. I thought we were going to be there. I thought this would. I thought this would go better than it did. It did not. That's okay. You know what? It was $1,000 lesson for me, but we will carry on, and I want to make sure that we are taking care of the people who are taking care of us. So I'll tell you what. The very first Sigea Cloud tester that can type my name and your username into chat, the first one Belle sees is going to get a wallet. How about that? Belle, can I make that easier? Don't even roll your eyes at me. It's my money. You thought I was going to what?
I thought you were going to come up with a Bella related question for that.
Okay. And sure, we give another one because we've given away practically none of these tonight. All right. Let's come up with the Bella. Bella fights. She fights longsword. Is she a righty or a lefty? You can only answer once. Is she a righty or is she a lefty? You guys have been looking at her on that screen, on this screen for years. And when she knife hands, she uses one particular hand to do it. I will argue that that is her primary hand. Tell us which one it is. You guys have been staring at her for years. Is she a righty or is she a lefty? This matters. What? That's a Bella related question, right?
It is. Not Narek actually got the correct answer, but he's already won. So
You already won, bro.
Who repeats the answer?
You can't
Gets it.
Did Nuclear Chicken ever pipe up and say he received the file? Did anybody pipe up and say they received the file?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I'm a little bit, like I said, this is on me, guys. This is completely on me. I thought it was clever. I thought it was a fun giveaway. I thought it was a fun way to do it and to illustrate what Sigea Cloud can do. This
Robbie
fell
S.
flat, man. This was not good.
All right, hey, Robbie S. Username Robbie S. iOS righty.
Is that correct, Belle?
That is correct. I am actually right-handed, and yes, I do give the knife hand with my left hand.
There you go, Robbie S. You are a winner. I don't believe that. Let's go to wallet number 8 because I have tons of these on here. Let's see. I don't believe that you are one of the guys that I can send it to right now. I will be able to probably tomorrow. No, Robbie S. I cannot send it to you, but Bell, please document it. Robbie S. You won $100. Thank you for supporting us in another
And
round of applause.
Articulate actually says, okay, I commented earlier and said I got the file and the funds.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for piping in there, bro. Bell, do we have anything else? Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Because if we do, let's go ahead and bang those out. All the money's been given away, guys. All right, I'm up $1,200 in this now because I gave away 2 just for giggles, which I'll come up with it somewhere. Anyway, go ahead, carry on, Bill.
All right, so Robbie S., happy birthday, Scott.
You know what? Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna be 54, and I think I'm 54 on Saturday.
You actually have a birthday twin who was one of our winners whose birthday is also on Saturday, and that would be Articulate.
Well, good for you, bro. You know what? Fellow Leos, not that I believe in astrology, but you know what? It's always nice to have identifiers. I love to be classified. I don't want to be thought of as Scott. I want to be thought of as part of the unit. Unit, like penis, Bell, like I want to be thought of as part of the group. So, yeah, me and you, bro. All right, same birthday, same day, same whatever. I'm 54. I don't really celebrate birthdays. Birthdays are for women and children. They're not really for older men. So I don't really care. But for some reason, we feel obligated to point it out. So, brother, happy birthday. Enjoy your however old you are. Enjoy it come Saturday. For me, it's Saturday, so I don't really know. Go, Bill.
All right, Sigea fan, I like the Chaos Channel, but I like the name Free for All a lot as well.
You know what? We'll talk about it. We'll find something. Chaos Channel was the first thing that came out of my head, and lots of bad stuff comes out of my head. We're literally doing the stream.
You know what? Fisherman actually agreed with calling it Chaos Channel, and I've always been a fan of calling it Chaos.
All right, you guys sort it out. Whatever you want, that's what the name of it is. Carry on, Madam Bell.
All right, Political. Do you realize Ozzy lived to be older than both Richard Simmons and Hulk Hogan? Yeah, makes you question diet and exercise.
You know what? And Ozzy got up there to rock and roll heaven, where all of these other younger musicians have OD'd and just died really, really young, taking their own lives, done whatever. And Ozzy walked in there and goes, "Oh, smells like bitch in here." All right, that guy lived. That guy absolutely lived, and he made it to that age. So sure. Whatever Ozzy was doing, man, he was doing right. But it's kind of funny because, he's always been like the Prince of Darkness. So does that mean he just kicked, Satan in the ass and said, "Get the fuck out of here. I'm here now." So
maybe
I don't know.
Maybe
Carry on, Bell.
All right, pets. This is on Omni.
We are not currently streaming to Omni because our media node right now is streaming 24/7 in broadcast mode. And I didn't want to take it down to do this stream.
But this will be uploaded to our channel on OmniFlix.
Oh yeah, we push everything up there. We're like I said, we're top of the fold. You can see us, but OmniFlix just doesn't get a lot of views. So for all the tech that they're doing, and they're doing it very, very well, their marketing, they're kind of dropping off on there. Look, and you gotta have a reason for people to tune in. That's it. Now we're not it. Podcasts by ourselves are not it. It doesn't matter how much money we give away. We can't get people to really come over here and hear any of our messages. So whatever the secret sauce is, we really haven't found it. We'll probably end up pivoting back over to politics. It's just nice having a full room. So
you know what? As far as OmniFlix goes, I mean, our next horror night stream will be over on OmniFlix TV exclusively.
Yes, and you know what? We might even do Final Destination, Bell. They're all available over there on Tubi. I watched the first one. I never watched those movies. They've been out for 25 years. I've never watched any of them. But once I watched the first one, I saw the formula. And the way that they kill people off in this is brilliant. It is brilliant. It's the same formula every single movie, but the formula works because, for fuck's sake, they made 8 of them. And yeah, the creative and unique ways that they kill people in this is beautiful. So we might do a full Final Destination stream up there, just talk shit during this one because it's beautiful. Anyway, carry on, Bill.
Bradley Coe, it is for many people, myself included, Web3 is just very hard for the average person to wrap their head around.
Yeah, that's why we built Sigea exactly the way that we built Sigea Cloud. Exactly like that. If you're testing the app, I'm sure you see it. We removed all barriers to entry. There is no excuse. None. Does that, well, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Yeah. There is nothing about this app that will make you struggle. Nothing. So we did it because we believe that this is the way forward for blockchain technology. We're all in on it, clearly. So yeah, I agree with you, man. People not have to learn something like that, particularly something as deep and complex as blockchain and wallets and gas and all that other stuff to simply use a blockchain product. We broke that. We broke it. As soon when we hit that $1 billion valuation, Bell, I get to come on here and just spike the goddamn football to the 12 people who are watching this channel. But I'm looking forward to it. Go ahead, carry on, Bell.
Akash Alpha, can you tell me why it's not Aegis? What's the story? I missed it.
Go ahead, Bell. You can explain that one.
So when we went to register Aegis as a Delaware C Corp, our lawyer actually went and we tried to register it as Aegis, but when he went into the database to plug that info in, there were over 50 pages of companies and several of them that actually met the same classifications we were applying for that were also Aegis. Other companies went and bought that name to prevent other companies like us from using it. And our lawyer actually advised us to change the name somehow, some way, because we would get sued if we didn't.
Yeah, so let me move my head. You can see the sign right there behind me. And if you look at the letters, I'm pretty sure you can figure out because we had to figure it out right there on the spot. And it turns out that what we changed it to, Sigea, and if you actually write it out, I think you'll figure it out pretty quick. There were none of those. There weren't any of them. So that's how we became Sigea. Hope that answered the question. Bell, carry on. You're muted.
That was actually the last one.
Oh, perfect. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one tonight. I know that I did. We're learning as we go from how to actually present this. And that's usually where it comes down to. There won't be a failure of the app. The app is good. What we do and how we do it, everything up there, it's perfect. I have no complaints whatsoever. We've gotten very positive feedback from our users. So we know that we're going in the right direction, but any consumer facing failure is on me. All right, that's 100% on me. It has nothing to do with the app. The product is good. The tech is good. My ability to sell it out to or sell it or present it to the general population, that's going to be the failure. That's me trying to learn as I go, trying to figure all this shit out without spending, $5 million on a marketing firm. So I'm going to keep banging away at it. Maybe we'll find, the secret sauce that is really going to make this work. But it's kind of clear that giveaways aren't going to do it. All right, that's neat. It's fun, and I'm more than happy to support the people that support us. We've always done that. Ask around about me. We will always support our partners 100%. Whether that's reciprocal or not, it really doesn't matter. We're literally standing up a cache servers, using a cache the way that a cache has been meant to be. And to this day, none of the cache leadership have even given us a head nod. We're using nothing but Cosmos tech out here. Everything out here is a Cosmos product. But the AA the ICS, the ICF, all whoever the fuck they are now, have not even given us a slight nod or a wink saying, yeah, this is kind of cool. We've gotten none of those things. I have accepted. Bell has accepted. Jason has accepted. Everybody of our team has accepted that we are 100% on our own with this. And that's fine. As long as we know where we stand, then we can go ahead and make whatever moves that we need to make. I want to bring privacy to everybody. I want big tech to say, holy shit, we missed it. And I've spent hours and hours and hours banging my head on the desk saying, why has such an obvious solution never been implemented? And the only thing that I can come up with, and this is an Occam's razor kind of thing, is that the data storage industry is approximately $350 billion annually. This is correct. Political is going to fact check me, and he's going to come back and say, yeah, he's right. But the data sales market is over $1 trillion annually now. $350 billion to store it, over $1 trillion to sell it. They have no incentive whatsoever to actually give you privacy. And privacy is not something you can ask for. You simply have to build it. So we built it. That's my goal, is to put it in the hands of as many people as I possibly can. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Yeah, that's it. Brain fog aside, going to go ahead and hand it over to Belle. She's going to talk us up. She's going to talk us out. Congratulations to the winners. We're going to catch you guys next time.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we are going to be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you are noticing that you have not received files from us yet, please be patient. We are on our end. We are limited on iOS to be able to see 20 people, and our 20 is full. So if you're new, just be patient with us, and we will get that worked out as soon as we get the Android APK updated so we can share with you. Now, with that being said, again, we're going to be live on Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott at ThePodocasts.com or Bella at ThePodocasts.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.